I am Anthony Jones, returning citizen, core member of Chance for Life, former spokesperson of Crime Stoppers of Michigan. Currently, I am a chaplain with St. Mary's Mercy of Livonia, better known as Trinity Health, and host of the Chance for Life podcast.
I'm Andrea Isom, journalist, former TV news reporter, host, and national correspondent. I'm a friend and supporter of Chance for Life and have proudly been telling its story for more than 15 years, along with my husband and business partner, Joe Harris. And I am the co-host and producer of the Chance for Life podcast.
That's the thing that you get. I think that you were like, can you believe it? Anthony didn't used to like me. Because in 2008, we split and both I think it's 30 seconds. Okay. 30 seconds. So 2008, let's tell our story. So 2008, how did we meet?
You referred to me by a friend to talk that thought that you may want, that you may have an interest in some of the things that we were doing. And we sat down and we talked and we started talking about what we were doing in the prison system. And, we got some excitement out of that, and the fact that said, that sounds interesting, and so forth, being the news person, that you were. And so we started to share, more and more and more, and we set up a time for you to go into the prison. Now, I don't remember whether we took you in before we actually did the filming to see the institution, or whether we just took you into the film.
There was a program.
Yeah.
I think I went to a program.
You went to the program.
Yes.
And then you wanted to do the story. And so then we went back in and we did the story. And the key is you were just so amazing.
No, you are.
No.
But I want to tell you, it was easy to convince our news director back then, Dana, when I told her I wanted to do this story and I told her why and what I experienced. She's like, go for it.
Yeah.
And we did. And Joseph, who was a colleague now, who's now my husband and business partner, when we went there, and it was so much to it, but when we went there and then we talked after, we both felt the same way. There was this resilience in human beings that I had never seen before. There was this authenticity in people that I'd never seen before. There was this hope in people that I don't think people have experienced unless they've been in this situation. We were where we were supposed to be. We needed to tell this story.
This is all about God. God has blessed us by sending us people that have truly bought into what we're doing because they have an opportunity to see it and feel it and experience it. And those individuals that do that tend to stay with us for a long term because they're vested in what they feel. They really feel that. You guys didn't leave because you believed in what we were doing. And every opportunity, you've done numerous stories for the things that we've been doing. The piece was just absolutely awesome. And not only was it super stimulating for me, the real impact was on the people that you filmed. To give them an opportunity to showcase what they were doing and how this whole piece was being presented and the credibility that they were being given for not only the change in their life, but the changes they were making in the lives of others and the responsibility that they have within the institution. Let me tell you, that was just awesome. Some of those people work for us today. Some of those people go to, serve on boards and the entities out here. Some of those folks are still heading up programs in other institutions.
You became a part of Chance for Life.
Absolutely.
And I also like to give everybody some credit that when you know that God is in something, because even with MDOC, there were wardens that got us in those positions. God have people everywhere.
And not just wardens. We've had high ups in the organizations. We've had deputies, from corporate, all of our people responsible for media in MDOC is very good to us and have not turn us down the things that we've been doing. And we're going to help you as far as we can because we know you're about trying to do the right thing. And that's what that's all about.
Yeah.
I say the hardest part about doing the stories is because you get so connected
Yeah.
to everybody and in the facilities, and we can't hug them. The things you want to do, and you want to embrace them, and you want to just hold their hands and all that. But now I am. Now I am. People that we met on the inside
Y'all now out.
and now I need to hold their hands and hug them, and we talk on the phone, and we they're a family.
Yeah.
And I met, and it's so hard to explain to people. I saw this genuine transformation and it's still here.
On the outside.
There's no wavering. I'm like, it works. There's no wavering.
Yeah, respect to the program and everybody that's coming after us. Because if we blow it, nobody else has a chance to do what we have the opportunity to do to help ourselves. So that has to respect the program.
Protected it. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Some strong men and women now, but strong men.
I saw it in here. I felt it in here.
Yeah.
Everywhere. And it's still happening right now.
Exactly. On the outside.
On the outside.
On the outside. You can't stop it now. Like everywhere they go, it goes with them.
Yes. And it changes everybody that they're around.
Yes.
Everybody that core members of Chance for Life touch, and everybody who gets to witness them is like along for the ride, and it makes everybody better.
Yeah.
Everybody gets enhanced in some way because you have a connection with a core member of Chance for Life. I know that is for me. And I know that is for Joe and so many other people.
So many others,
You can't help it. I want to be better because of you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's because of what you went, and it's still going through because it doesn't go away.
It doesn't go away.
Chance for Life isn't over.
No, it's not.
Yes.
Never.
Mm-hmm.
It's never over. That I think that was a great handle for the members, core members.
Yes.
Because the core never goes away.
They never go away. Never go.
I told them, I don't have to tell them anymore, but I tell them, I ain't going nowhere. Y'all family.
Yeah.
You still, I ain't going nowhere.
I tell them, go. Anybody, any core member we call,
Mm-hmm.
if there's any way they can come, they're there.
Mm-hmm.
And we call on them when we need them, and they're there. It's almost as if they never really go away because you can always feel them. We've been with them so long. Yeah.
Let's talk about the first story. Where you were? Do you remember where you were when you saw it?
I believe that I was at Parnell before I got into the program. I believe I was there. I can't remember. I can't remember exactly where, but I know it was before the program, because if I was in the program, I wouldn't have felt the way I felt.
Right.
I think we were only in two places, and that was Ryan and Mound.
At that time?
At that time.
Oh, yeah, so it was definitely before.
You hadn't even gone to Macomb yet.
Oh, yeah, definitely before that time.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw this piece, and you talk about her earnestness and how she is firm with what she does and believes what she does. So the piece starts out, murderers, robbers, this, that, and the other, they all up. And law enforcement have to take them and put them in jail. The blood slap. Well, I'm like, she don't know nothing about us. Everybody like that. In the hailstorm to the story about Chance for Life. I was like, she got me.
Mm-hmm.
So for his 30 seconds, I wanted to find out who this person was, because everybody was talking about us.
Is that attention getter?
And it worked. Whereas I was all in with the story, all in. Yep. And never at that point, I never thought I'd be a part of Chance for Life. But it was very effective, because like you said, it was attention getter. Because everybody that agrees with the first segment of that piece, you got their attention.
That's the point.
And that's right. And then when you when you reverse it and talk about the same people and how they're changing their lives on purpose, not because it's a way out of prison, but on purpose.
On purpose.
It's an intent to right the wrong. One of our members said, "We're not changing. We're just becoming who we always were."
Mhm.
So we're not changing back to something.
To something you come in with
We're
it.
not changing
God
to something.
did for you.
We're our intentional selves. So,
Yes.
so I like that. But yeah, that was there. You had me. You got me good. That got my attention.
And here we are.
People going through this system, we've encountered some very good people. Almost every last one of our prisons that we go to, we've had positive wardens that have supported us in what we're doing, believed in us, given us their endorsement. We went to one institution where the wardens, who were several institutions, where the wardens have stood up with staff and said, I believe in Chance for Life, and this is what we're going to do, and give us endorsement. We also have had situations where, in fact, at our last fundraiser, the director attended our last fundraiser, and we were able to honor the director, with our Chance for Life award. And at least, I think 5 or 6 wardens, as well as assistants, addition to that, came along with her and participated in our Chance for Life program. And above it all, I don't want to, leave out the factors of Detroit Wayne Integrated Health Network, who has been a major supporter of ours, who have believed in us for years. Eric Dole was at our last function, and we gave him an honor. And even prior to that, Tom Watkins was one of the first people to actually fund, Chance for Life and to believe in what we were doing. So God has sent us people that have embraced us, taken us on, everywhere from the Governor Snyders to the Rich Beards, and, we can go on and on and on, but they're key people that are still with us. So we count the years and we say, well, how long has a person been supporting us? Mm-hmm. And you can go back 10, 15, 20 years and find people that are still there, that are still supporting Chance for Life. Yeah. That's saying something. I mean, that's from all facets. We've even had guys on the inside that were doing stuff that they shouldn't do, that they knew they shouldn't do, that had joined Chance for Life and would come to us and say, well, I just can't do this right now. And I'm going to have to step away because I don't want to bring any negativeness to Chance for Life. Mm-hmm. And they would step away from Chance for Life. But you know what? They would still protect the integrity of the program. Yeah. They wouldn't let anybody do anything in Chance for Life. Anybody said anything about Chance, they squash it.
And we set the rules with it, though. I told them now, if you come to us and say, I'm not ready, we're not judging you, you can always come back.
Right.
Come back when you're ready.
And that's happened a lot.
Yes, it's happened a lot. And you couldn't give one way or the other. You had to hold to it.
Right.
And it's time would tell them, this is your program. Jessica and I don't need this program, but you do. Now, you protect it.
We've never been afraid. We've never been threatened. We've never had anybody approach us in the wrong way to try to entice us to do anything wrong or to use any leverage against us in any way. Mm-hmm. We have not gotten that. People respect who we are and what we're all about. And, if we make a decision that's unpopular to them, we don't have anybody rearing up saying, well, you better not do this or do that. We haven't had any of that. We haven't had them send us any negative people on the outside to try to influence us in any way. People, if you're doing the right thing and you're about your business of doing about God's business, mm-hmm. they respect that and they allow you to do that.
You know what I think, though, Chance for Life job was to go in. I think that God was sending us in to get people that he had chosen mm-hmm. to come out of there. See, everybody don't need to be out of prison. Some people need to be in prison. That's what prisons are for. And I think that when God, softened the hearts of those wardens to allow you to come in, and they would send you people to get those people that God had chosen, although we didn't know who they were.
Right.
He knew who they were. And I think those are all the people that was raised up to come out of there, because most of these people were sent in there to be in there for the rest of their lives.
Right.
And these people are now starting to come out just like scripture. And you're a minister. You know what the doors are gonna be. Yeah,
It's gonna be open. You hear the shaking the jail.
you know those prison doors gonna open, but they weren't opening to everybody. They was opening to those that were chosen to come out and save themselves.
Trying to
Actually,
make me preach.
that's
Cause I thought about that angel going in there and get Peter and take him by the hand.
you know what.
Everybody else is still in there, right? That's true. That's true. See, I got sold on the dedication of Tom and Jessica when there was a snowstorm on the night that we were supposed to have our meeting. I'm talking about a snowstorm where they had already let the officers know that to be on standby because they may not be able to go home because the roads may be closed so that the next shift can't come in. So if they're talking about shutting them down and stopping their movement, we already know we're not coming out of no cell to go to no 1 hour meeting, a 1.5 hour meeting right around and the snow coming down so hard you can't see nobody on the yard and all that stuff, and it's dark outside. We ain't finna have no meeting. And we hear this thing over the intercom. All the Chance for Life members that they need to report to wherever we used to go for the meeting. I said, they for real. I could not be tired, sleepy, have another event to go to or anything like that. If they were coming, I had to be there.
And that became part of my curriculum. Oh, commitment.
Commitment.
You saw commitment. So see, I don't have to teach you anything. You saw commitment. That's commitment. That's what it looks like. So if you didn't know it, that's what it looks like.
That was some of the arguments we used to have on the way to play. Slow down, slow down.
Yeah, that convinced me that y'all was dedicated to the cause, and that made me stay. But it was worth it because they were dedicated.
Yeah.
They are dedicated.
But it just never struck me not to come. It just,
It never crossed his mind.
I could hear him. Come on, Jessica. What?
And my first thing is, the rain could come down. I was like, ooh.
You can tell when something has a God emphasis.
Yes.
It just never would strike me that it was dangerous or that we wouldn't make it or anything of that nature. Just never entered into my mind.
And that's how you would act.
Yeah, you just slow up.
So much so that I said, well, okay. I definitely know what I'm doing.
We wouldn't even stop. We just ride right through it.
Yeah, it really, I think that was more powerful than anything. The fact that because again, that was that they took it as their care.
Yeah.
Because you got to care to do that. I mean, yes.
The birds used to be, come on, man, you know they gonna show up, man. They gonna be here, man. You like get your stuff together,
That'll do what you're going to do, but you know you got
you ain't gonna make it over there and over here. So come on, you know you got it. But Chance for Life being in the prison saved lives too, because you already know the numbers yourself that the incident rate went down. But there's a couple of situations if the Chance for Life membership wasn't so diverse, it wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have mattered. So this gang member and this non-gang member, and I don't remember, they may not even been gang members, but
I think you was talking about the Aryan Nation and the Nation of Islam. That was happening at Parnell.
at the microwave.
Yes.
Had they not been, the two different groups had not had Chance for Life members, that would have been very, very ugly.
Yeah, we had a member from those groups.
Very ugly, and it was all about disrespect.
Mm-hmm.
But when the members got involved, it became about respect.
Mm-hmm.
It was so they hashed out who was wrong, and that squashed it. And the person that was wrong had to own up to it because of their obligation to the organization that they were a part of. But had they not been members of Chance for Life, they would have never had that conversation. You talk about the misconceptions of prison. We actually had put on a scripted play to do. And we were actually in the midst of, we had all these rehearsals, and now the curtains up, we in the middle of the play, and it was the barbershop scene. I remember that part with the barbershop scene, and here come administration. We need you, and we need you. In the middle of our thing, that it was, we understood what was going on because he picked 2 Chance for Life members. But what we didn't know, because we were in attendance or a part of the play, that something was going on terrible on the yard. They got those 2 guys, took them to the people that were involved in this situation, and they put the officers and other administrators out of the room and let them guys get it together. And it was squashed.
Yeah. So
That's what being Chance for Life, being inside, why it's so beneficial. And, those are the things that people don't hear about. It's not a part of the curriculum. It's just what you're learning. Just you go in automatic mode. And like you said, they're watching us so they know who to get.
yeah.
That's what they did. They got the right people, and it was taken care of. And we didn't have to close out a yard. People didn't lose their privileges and all of those little things that come with situations like that. And the same thing happens on the outside, because of Chance for Life members being in key places and strategic places. We get a chance to help each other out. We still work together. We still work together, inside, outside. And that's the thing I love about it. If you invest in it, you're going to get something out of it.
So why do you want to do this? What do you hope that people get out of this weekly?
What I call returning citizens that make a change in their life are genuine, and we can't do it without them. I need them to understand that we can't make it without you, because you got the doorknob in your hand. You're going to shut the door, open the door. You're going to help us or you're not going to help us. And if you help us, we're going to prove to you that what we're doing is effective. We can be productive citizens. If you're not going to help us, you still have the same problem that you had before. We're not the problem. Once we wake up and realize what's going on with us, our system is the problem. We don't want to help each other. We don't want to help the returning citizen. I don't like to say ex-offender. I don't like to say parolee. We're returning citizens. We were here, we're back.
And then that.
Yeah. And what you gonna do with us? What you gonna do with us? And we're looking at opportunities that we can be granted if everybody cooperates. So that's why I'm here, so that you can see, number one, an example of the program, a product of the program, and an example of what it looks like when it works. And I have some situations that I didn't know was gonna work or not. So I'm here to help people, especially the returning citizens that don't think they have a chance. They can look at me. You got a chance. And I'm pretty sure we're going to talk about some of my struggles, employment, housing, family, I'll say it right here, right now. I see my family members looking at me waiting for the other shoe to drop. Hey, y'all, I ain't going back. Where's the camera? I ain't going back. No, I'm not. It's done. It's a done deal. It's, because I found out, don't fight the system. Learn it and use it.
Yeah.
And you good.
Exactly.
And that's the thing. That's why I'm here. We are who you allow us to be.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Anthony said it all. And what makes him so right for this position now is the fact is that he exemplifies what the program is all about. We're not looking for perfect individuals, and nobody ever stops learning. Nobody ever stops making mistakes and having problems or issues, and nobody ever stops needing somebody's help. I don't care who you are, or whether you're an Anthony or Tom Adams or whoever the case may be, you always need somebody's help. It's in that hand.
That's true.
And to be able to share your issues, share your problems, but also share how you got your help and how you overcame, I think that's valuable, because that's what's going to happen to us for the rest of our lives. You never outgrow needing somebody to help you solve something. And you're blessed if you have somebody in your life that will give to help you do.
Okay.